I know that the Star Wars fandom is split at the moment. Well, it's been split for the last 10 years or so between those that care about Star Wars and those that will watch Star Wars and anything that's a Star Wars just because it's a Star Wars. Somehow you're a bigot, a racist or a homophobe if you critique anything about Disney Star Wars, no matter what you critique. Or somehow you're not a real fan because you don't agree with the direction, narrative or agenda the show is championing and taking. Now, I generally don't care who you shag, as long as it's consensual and with another human that's not a child. Go for it. If you want to dress as a woman and call yourself one, go for it. Just don't demand that I have to play along, and it's the same with a woman being a man. Now, as a rule, I don't give a shit about pronouns either, not unless it enters my sphere. For example, my electric company has decided we can enter pronouns on our online profile. Sadly, it won't let me put "fuck off, I'm normal." Why is that an issue, you may ask? Because it's a gas and electric company. All I need is that it's cheap and I can get through to customer services when I need to. And I suspect the same goes for you too. The same goes with the entertainment I watch and play. It's to entertain me. It's to get me away from real life. We now have pronouns in space, thanks to the Trainwreck show that is the Akoshite. I don't want modern politics in my entertainment, and don't give me that Star Wars has always been woke. A plucky band of resistance fighters rebelling against an authoritarian government isn't woke. And even if we take the argument that it always was, then it was very subtle, because I didn't see any pro-alphabet, anti-racism, pro-trans messaging or any DEI nonsense in any of it. That's because representation was already achieved, i.e. black women and black people and women were already in Star Wars long before Disney bought it. Either that or the battle was really only just starting, and that's the problem. The writers, producers, showrunners, and even a lot of fans who echo the nonsense that is diversity, representation and equality are fighting a battle that has already been won, at least in the Western world. The fight for equal rights and representation is important and does need fighting, but that battle is not on Western shores. It's in the Middle East, the Islamic world, in parts of Africa, in China, perhaps Russia. And I think that's what pisses people off. It's a war that's already been won, so now it's just virtue signalling at best, and at worst it's retroactive punishment. Fight the good fight, but make sure it's the right fight, and more importantly, in the right place.